And speaking of our roadways, it's been 3 years since the last major street takeover in Bakersfield was shut down by the BPD, all thanks to a major joint operation. It happened on December 30th, 2022, at the intersection of Old River and McCutchen in southwest Bakersfield, as the BPD unveiled a new tactic to break up these illegal gatherings.
Did you have fun on that operation?
Oh, they had a ton of fun.
I sat down with Sergeant Travis Harless, supervisor of the Violent Criminal Apprehension Team, or VCAT. 3 years ago, he was one of the architects of the street takeover Takedown. It culminated with a massive bust involving more than 80 officers from 3 agencies.
Stop the car!
I've been a cop for 18 years, and that was one of my most fun, exciting nights.
Bakersfield was under siege in 2022. The takeover craze at its peak. Large groups of drivers and spectators shutting down intersections to do burnouts to post online.
And then I started kind of nerding out on it and looking it up on the internet and reading about the culture, watching their videos, and kind of getting an idea of what their tactics and techniques and procedures were.
This incident was in May at Brundage and A Street, the first of several locations that night. At first, the BPD responded with 3 officers.
Like nothing that the police can do about it. They just basically watch them, they turn the lights on, then nobody responds.
But it all changed when the group switched locations.
One of them shows up, he goes in before his partner arrives, and he gets attacked by the mob. They start throwing, rocks and bottles at his car.
The police were severely outnumbered. At the end of the night, there were only a few arrests and a couple of cars impounded. So Sergeant Harless went to work, coming up with a new game plan.
Usually when people see the police coming, like 10 police cars with lights and sirens, they disperse. But they didn't disperse. They flooded into the street and attempted to block us from getting into the intersection.
Previously, officers would go after the cars doing the burnouts, so the plan shifted to those getting in the way.
If we could find a reason to arrest the spectators, then the drivers would go away on their own.
The May takeover was followed by 2 more big gatherings, one in September, when a police officer was clipped by a car trying to get away, as seen in this body cam video.
Hit me, bro.
The officer was not injured. And again in November, when the burnouts took place under the Bakersfield sign outside the Crystal Palace. Sergeant Harless and his team were busy tracking participants in social media groups while putting the finishing touches on a plan they would unleash on December 30th, 2022.
They say they're going to Independence High School off of Old River and McCutchen.
The plan involved 84 officers from the BPD, sheriffs, and CHP, and a Trojan horse, well, several of them.
And that night, I think we had 5 Trojan horse cars, so we had 20 officers that were dressed in uniform but covered up and in unmarked cars that were able to drive and get in deep into the takeover.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
The Sheriff's Department provided air support, tracking people as they ran when BPD units came in from 2 directions, one to the rear of the blockade, while undercover officers jumped out of their cars, grabbing drivers at the front, creating a roadblock. And trapped in the chaos were innocent drivers calling for help.
Out of the car! You're good.
Instead of just giving them a ticket and saying, go on your way to the next intersection to do this again, we could physically remove them from the problem and take them to jail and put them away in jail.
The Sheriff's Department provided their inmate bus to transport 56 people to jail that night, where they all lined up waiting to be processed. 13 juveniles, though, were cited and released to their parents.
It was absolute chaos. It was absolute chaos.
In addition, more than 36 cars were impounded.
If you show up to Bakersfield to commit a takeover and we catch you, which we catch a lot of them, you're going to go to jail, you're going to lose your car for 30 days, you're going to lose your driver's license, and you're going to lose your cell phone until we're done downloading it and you can get it back. And, that might take 6 months to a year before you get that thing back.
While Harless admits about 90% of the people involved got away, the memory of that night, he says, will stay with them.
We were almost at 3 years with no takeovers. I think they're coming back. They've forgotten, it's been 3 years, and so it might be time for another operation.
Now, as for the prospect of another major takeover in the near future, Sergeant Harless said it might be time to get the gang back together. Not to mention, he's been contacted by numerous officers within the department who are now eager to take part.